Bloodstained Men is live in Las Vegas at our billboard. We have got a camera crew here. This is our press conference for the kickoff of our 2022 Southwest Tour of the United States. We're going to be doing 20 cities in 20 days. Thank you everyone who has donated to this amazing, amazing action. Look at this billboard in Vegas.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about going through there?
You're great.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bloodstained Men press conference at the Las Vegas billboard. We are pleased to be here live in Las Vegas. We will, after this press conference, we're going to go down to the Strip. If you live in the Las Vegas area, please join us. It is my honor to introduce you to the President, CEO, Co-Director, and Planner of Bloodstained Men, David Atkinson from Boston, Massachusetts. David Atkinson, thank you for all the work that you do to make Bloodstained Men the success that it has been. And ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to hear from David Atkinson.
Childhood foreskin amputation is cruel, worthless, and harmful. We are here to warn Americans of the fraudulent and abusive mutilation that is still being inflicted on the majority of our newborn boys. Today, we, the Bloodstained Men and Their Friends, are kicking off a 20-city tour of the southwestern USA. We are warning our fellow Americans of this clear and present danger to their boys, to the men those boys will become, and to our society at large. We speak from experience, most of us having been permanently disfigured by infant penis cutting. No, these were not botched operations. These were considered successful, inflicting exactly the amount of damage intended by the perpetrators. Successful in that they lined the pockets of unethical doctors, hospitals, and those who manufacture the tools of oppression masquerading as medical devices. Successful if you consider forcibly and fraudulently robbing a helpless person of a valuable body part and then selling it for your own gain a success. Successful if you consider a human being as having no human rights, as nothing more than a source of spare parts for unethical and highly profitable bioengineered products. Just last year, the New York-based children's rights organization Protection published the results of an investigation uncovering documents which detailed that hospitals across the nation are engaged in the trafficking of stolen genital tissue harvested from living children who did not consent. Thus far, the perpetrators have gone unpunished, but the American people are waking up to this historic injustice. 2 ongoing court cases have captured our attention. In New Jersey, the case has been brought by victims of the American Academy in Pediatrics, alleging fraud on the part of the AAP, which knowingly deceived American parents by removing information about the functions of the foreskin from its policy statements regarding the amputation of that body part. And in an innovative lawsuit in Massachusetts, the taxpayers are demanding that Medicaid no longer reimburse the practitioners of medically unnecessary procedures, since it is already forbidden by state law to waste tax dollars in such a way.
That's not from
In addition, 2 important books have been published in recent weeks. The law professor Peter Adler has expanded a previous journal article into a full-length book titled Circumcision is a Fraud, and the Coming Legal Reckoning. And Brendan Marotta, well known for his award-winning documentary film about foreskin amputation in America, has now published Children's Justice, in which he argues compellingly that the harmful treatment of children is a systemic issue, and that we must dismantle the systems of oppression which allow social injustices against children to continue. While the Bloodstained Men are focused on street protests, we welcome these other developments, since we know that social justice movements require a variety of strategies to be successful. We, the Bloodstained Men, advocate for an end to violence against baby boys. No one should be welcomed into the world with a knife. No one should have their right to their own intact body violated. No one should be gaslighted and lied to as we have been about what happened to us when we were too small to defend ourselves. We, the Bloodstained Men, advocate for an end to medicalized knife attacks. We believe that by eliminating the trauma of penis mutilation and the humiliation of having been subjected to sexual violence as children, we will see less senseless violence in the years to come. We ask you to join us in achieving that goal.
Awesome. Thank you, David Atkinson. Let's have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome.
Powerful speech from David Atkinson. Thank you, David Atkinson. And I will talk to you live on Facebook in a moment. Let's see if any of the gentlemen of the press have any questions. There's Zeke Spector from Vice Media in New York City. Zeke, if you could come close enough so that the President can hear you.
Zeke Spector, Vice Media. So why is circumcision being, you talk about there's a lot of myths surrounding health with circumcision. Why do you think that the practice of circumcision has been perpetuated even beyond us understanding the science is a wash?
There are several perverse incentives in the American medical system which incentivize doctors to continue doing this. One of them is that they don't want to acknowledge that they've been damaging our children for the past 100 years. Because if they did, if they were to admit that they had been causing damage, then they would be open to huge amounts of liability. So it's easier for them to just continue tampering with the genitals of children. Continue to be damaged. They will not. The doctors will not find themselves liable as long as society still finds this acceptable. So they continue to do it for that reason. Also, they continue to make money by doing it. There is also ignorance and denial. Many of the doctors don't understand the structure of the body part that they are destroying. They don't learn about the functions of the foreskin in medical school. Their textbooks do not include the functions of the foreskin. The medical school professors did not even have foreskins because they were all subjected to infant penis cutting. So the doctors, the people they learned from, the people who wrote the textbooks, none of them know what the functions of the foreskin are. And so they don't even understand how destructive what they are doing is to their victims.
But I'm the only member of the press out here today. Why do you think none of my colleagues from the media decided to join me today?
I don't know. This is my first time in Las Vegas, and I don't have experience with the Las Vegas media, but I can tell you that we have encountered lots of other media organizations all over the country. So we do know that sometimes there are higher-ups in the media organizations who don't want this issue to be covered because of who knows why that will happen, but sometimes a reporter will be excited to do a story and then it never gets published. Sometimes they never send reporters out, so that's like pretty hard. But we do have a page on our website with lots of media coverage over the years.
To be on, you talk about the liability from the doctors. Why is it that this is such a taboo issue that the media might not be able to greenlight it?
Because nobody wants to talk about penises, and nobody wants to talk about damage to penises. And nobody wants to acknowledge, nobody wants to admit that there's often damage for no reason. And so it's easier to hide it because the wound is underneath the clothing. And so if we were causing scars on people's faces about everything or cutting off a child's finger, it would be impossible to hide that. But because those lies under the clothing, everyone is able to ignore it.
And one rather intense. I believe there's one that says that circumcisers should be jailed. That they are penis cutting is a sex crime. You know, when I listen to these, you know, I first think about my parents who, you know, opted for me to be circumcised, and it makes them seem like they're, you know, Joseph Mengele, you know, the Dr. of Auschwitz, that they're, you know, that they're bad people. Is that what you? I mean, am I supposed to feel? Am I supposed to read these sides and think that my parents are bad people?
I do have a lot of sympathy for parents who have been misled by the medical profession who they should have been able to trust. In general, we believe that most parents allow their children's genitals to be harmed because they think they're doing the right thing for that child. And so, it's the same reason that other parents will protect their children from penis cutting, because they think they're doing the right thing for that child. So, this is why I'm optimistic about this issue, because parents love their children. And once they understand the structure and function of the human foreskin, they will stop allowing this to happen to their children.
I guess just one more question while we're here. You know, again, going back to the rhetoric here, you know, and going back to the topic of Judaism, do you think that this potentially could allow a slippery slope for anti-Jewish hate? That they make it seem like you know, this is a ritual in the Jewish custom, that they should be locked up for doing something that they think is a command from God.
We are often asked to address false and disingenuous accusations of anti-Semitism against us, which are designed to derail our progress and perpetuate the suffering of children. And there is no merit to these accusations. We are strongly opposed to discrimination based on a child's religious or ethnic background. And this is why we strongly oppose genital mutilation of all children, regardless of the religious beliefs of the victim's parents.
The right's religious freedom.
All right. Thanks, guys. Anybody else?
You have, if the press has any additional questions, that would not be a problem.
Do any of my colleagues have any questions? You guys are all the best.
I can ask a question. There's an alternative.
In fact, David Atkinson, do you want to talk about Brit Shalom?
Sure. There is a community of Jewish activists who have come up with it's not a procedure. It's not a ritual. Is it called a ritual?
It's the naming ceremony. It's the ceremony.
Exactly. They've come up with this naming ceremony called Brit Shalom, which is a non-violent celebration which does not harm the guest of honor. And you can find, I think there's a website celebrating Brit Shalom, and there's a lot that has been written about that in recent years. Additional questions?
David Atkinson, Anastasia has suggested that you give your display of the foreskin and the posters of the foreskin. I have an info card here. You probably have one.
Yeah.
So the cameras are probably going to want to get in close from the media to see this, because this is a very, very compelling demonstration that David has given many, many times on tours.
Okay, the average adult foreskin is the size of this Bloodstained Men info card. It's a double layer.
David, let me interrupt. Can you explain why the average adult foreskin is that big when people are used to just, they think that the foreskin... Okay. Pardon me.
The average adult foreskin is the size of this Bloodstained Men info card. It is a double layer of skin, so it folds in half and wraps around, and this is what covers the head of the penis in the intact male. The outer foreskin is like an extension of the shaft skin. The inner foreskin is a mucous membrane, like the inside of your lip or the inside of your eyelid. And then in between these two skin layers, you have the dartos fascia muscle tissue. That's the same muscle that's in the scrotum that responds to temperature to bring the testicles closer to the body if it gets cold, for example. That works the same way with the foreskin and the head of the penis. There's also lots of blood vessels in between these two layers, and there's also lots of nerve pathways that terminate in these Meissner's corpuscles, which are fine touch nerve endings like you have in your fingertips and in your lips and in the clitoral hood in the female. And they exist here in the tip of the foreskin. And this entire structure is destroyed when it's amputated. And then the head of the penis becomes an external organ, which it's not supposed to be. It should be warm and moist and protected all the time, like your eyeball or your tongue. Instead, now it's exposed to the elements, it rubs up against the underwear, it dries out and gets covered with a layer of keratin, which is basically like a callus. And so not only do you lose the sensation in the part of the penis that was destroyed, what remains is further desensitized. And this also messes with the mechanics of intercourse, because when the man goes into his partner, the foreskin will retract, and when he comes out of his partner, the foreskin will again cover the head of the penis, and so the lubrication will stay inside. So we have a huge market for artificial lubrication in American pharmacies, because men's penises are not working the way they were designed. And in other parts of the world, European men, Asian men, South American men, they don't have this problem because their penises have not been tampered with. So it's a very destructive thing to do to the human genitals. Any other questions?
What time is it getting to be?
10:30?
So we're, yes. So we'll go another 5 or 10 minutes here, and
We're live in Las Vegas at our press conference. We've got Vice News. What? Vice News is here. They're going to be making a documentary about bloodstained men, the intactivist movement. We have this gorgeous billboard up in Vegas, and we've got over 20 activists on our first day here.
Thank you, Danny Alexander, manning the camera. No, keep it reversed because I want to do it that way. I want to do it that way because I noticed that. I'll take over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, Danny Alexander covered our live broadcast. Danny, I know that the back microphone does not pick it up as well, but hopefully you heard and we did get the video, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm very, very pleased to be here at the billboard, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it behind me. And I guess that's in reverse, but it's just awesome. And you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have Vice Media from New York City flew out a film crew of 4 men to film Bloodstained Men here in Las Vegas. They are going to be going down to the Strip with us. It is Zeke Spector with Vice Media and their film crew. They filmed us last night at our residential home, and they are here at the press conference today. And they will be going down to the Strip with us, and so you can find when that program is broadcast, it will be Spiraling by Zeke Spector on Vice Media. And so we are very honored to have Vice Media represent the American press here today in Las Vegas at Bloodstained Men's billboard. I'm going to reverse the camera and let you see here. I'll give you a view of it. Cheryl Rollins says, "Thank you for speaking out for all the new." Absolutely, our sons deserve it. Taylor Mabry, yes. Let me reverse the camera. I want to make sure I press the right button. It's so bright out here, and I don't have my reading glasses on. I think David Candela. Is that the reverse camera right there? That button right there?
Yes, that is.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, here's the scene, and very, very pleased that David Atkinson gave a very, very powerful, moving speech, and I hope you heard every word that he said. Hello, Chris Bishop. You guys, the most amazing people ever. Oh, thank you, Chris. Really, this is we represent all of you out here today, ladies and gentlemen. We would not be out here without you today. Thank you for all the compliments, ladies and gentlemen. I can't see them all, trying to keep the camera focused. It's just a remarkable, moving experience for Bloodstained Men here to be out here by our billboard. You can see how many people we have out here, ladies and gentlemen. Just absolutely wonderful. Yeah. What did you want to do?
Grab your mic from you.
You want to get it back, right?
Yeah. Because we need to change batteries.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you want to just take it? Are you all going?
Yeah, we're gonna head to our car. And we're gonna meet you at the strip.
Okay. Yeah, we're wrapping it up.
Okay.
So,
Can you pull out your? Just undo it, and I'll pull it out. Yeah, I got it. I think. Sorry.
let me get David. Could you take over this live view for me? Don't get us. Just
all right.
Just get the billboard.
Sorry.
Thank you, David Candela. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our live broadcast from the billboard here. We do, I hate to leave. I think we probably will come back to the billboard at the end of this tour. We start a 20-day tour today, ladies and gentlemen, the Southwest Tour. We're going to wrap it up here. The media has left. They are heading down to the strip where they are going to film us. And I will go live again from the strip today, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to leave this billboard. This is just really, really remarkable. Really remarkable being here. And this is Zeke Spector of Vice Media talking to David Atkinson and some of the other antagonists. Vice Media with a film crew of with a crew of 4 men flew out from New York City to cover Bloodstained Men here in Las Vegas, and they will be down on the strip today.
Right. Totally different things.
Right.
So, yeah, it's difficult. We do have people accusing us all the time. I'd like to make a point that it's totally ridiculous. Yeah. So I have to ask. Yeah, I'm upset that you asked it.
Okay. And you clearly everybody's got the talking points. So yeah, that one I was prepared for. Yes.
They have to say it's anti-Semitic because if we get what we want, they lose a sacred practice, that they do not want to lose.
Yeah.
They do not want to lose it. So they have to say whatever they need to make, us seem evil, bad, anti-Semitic, right, bigoted.
I mean, if you're a Jew and this is what you believe in, I think you should do that. I don't. Well, I guess I'm going to express this in the video anyways. But I don't think it's the massness of it. I'm like, why? It's outdated. So that's. And I don't. I'm okay with having it on the live show because that's how we're going to talk about it in the final piece. So food for thought.
Do they say that being against female genital
David Atkinson, we should be heading down the strip now. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you, Zeke Spector. Zeke Spector, ladies and gentlemen, from Vice Media here with a crew of 4 men.
What's your name? Yeah, I don't have a lot of friend requests, and I don't use Facebook very much, so I might forget what your name even is.
Can we get the big banner taken down now? So I'm going to stay live here, ladies and gentlemen, while we are taking down the big banner, but we are wrapping it up here. We're going to head down the strip. But I can see many of you are still enjoying the. I thought I had reversed it the wrong way. There we go.
Okay. Good morning. Good.
I got it. You're recording? Yep.
Yeah, I'm the CEO of Bloodstained Men.
You guys aren't in any trouble. I'm just trying to see what's going on. How long are you going to be out here? And
We're actually leaving right now. We're packing up because we're going down to the strip. We were just planning to be here, see our billboard, and we're here. We've been here about an hour.
Okay.
And now we're going down to talk to some people downtown.
Cool.
So.
Let me give you one of our cards.
Okay, appreciate it, sir. You guys doing good?
Yep.
Otherwise, good turnout?
Here's a couple to take back to the station too.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. guys
Thank
have a
you.
good day.
Thank you.
Officer, you can tell your colleagues that we will be down at the strip on Las Vegas Boulevard near Hard Rock Cafe
Hard Rock
in
Cafe.
about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay, thank you.
And that's a typical encounter with law enforcement. He was not there to hassle us. He just wanted to get an idea of, and they like talking to us and seeing what we're up to. That is no problem, and we have no problem with talking to them. And he took our cards. Who do you want to get on the sign to help take it down, David?
If they would have cut me out, I'd be burning fucking buildings down. I'd be burning goddamn buildings down. If they would have got my son, thank God.
Anastasia, could you help David with the sign? We're trying to get the big banner taken down.
Yes, sorry, I'm posting the picture of everybody to Instagram. But yes,
Oh, okay.
I'm literally posting it right this second, and then I'm done.
Well, he might not need help. Looks like he's got it under control. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is our most epic billboard yet here on Las Vegas Boulevard. Bloodstained Men and Their Friends, and we could not have done this without your generosity. While you're watching, go to Bloodstained Men and Their Friends, and there's a fundraiser tab on our page. Make a donation to our ongoing winter 2022 fundraiser, ladies and gentlemen. We do need your financial support to, actually I don't need to keep using that microphone, do I? It's noisy out here. You can't, you probably can't hear it, but there's a, Sam Rose, actually, we don't mind telling them no. If they give the heads up, we don't mind, because we may end up talking to more police downtown. We don't know, and we don't know how crowded it's going to be downtown. But yeah, but you're right. No, technically, we don't have to. But ladies and gentlemen, so please do go to Bloodstained Men and Their Friends, and also you can go on our website, bloodstainedmen.com. and make a donation through PayPal there. Big rig. You can see all the. This is just an epic intersection, ladies and gentlemen. I have a feeling, a hunch, that we will be back here at the end of the tour, because we are coming back to Las Vegas and we have not actually set the location yet. I don't know. We probably will come out here. Let me, so you can see, you can get an idea of the scope of our protest here. The media has left. They are going to be down at the strip and filming us down there. Oh, thank you, Terry Smith. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, so I was talking about donations, ladies and gentlemen. You can see that billboard. You can see the road crew out here. We are all volunteers. None of us get paid. We don't earn not a penny. And that is the uniqueness of intactivism, which is that
We are volunteers. We feel so strongly about this that we donate our time and our compassion to the future of American children and the adults they will become, the men and women of the future. All children should be protected from genital mutilation, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the message of Bloodstained Men and Their Friends. Circumcision, cruel and harmful. All children should be protected, period. So there's 2 ways you can donate. Well, there's several ways you can donate. You can actually send us a check to our post office box in Davis, P.O. Box 7. Go to our website. I don't want to get it wrong here on live broadcast. Being on the road and with all the things that are going on, I don't want to recite the P.O. Box by heart and get it wrong. But go to bloodstainedmen.com, and on bloodstainedmen.com you will see 2 ways that you can donate: through PayPal or by sending us a check to our post office box in Davis. You are watching this live video right here on Facebook Live. If you go to Bloodstained Men and Their Friends on Facebook, right now you will see our fundraiser tab at the top, and that is our winter 2022 fundraiser, and it is lagging, ladies and gentlemen, and I hate asking you for money. It's the part of this work that I hate, but none of it goes to me or the others. All it does is it puts up our billboards and it pays our travel expenses for our volunteers. There's a honk of support behind me. So you will find the winter 2022 fundraiser on Bloodstained Men and Their Friends on Facebook. And please do $5 or $10 if you can afford more, whatever you can afford. Thank you for the kind words. Gwendolyn says hi Zayden and Skylar in Minnesota, and Mark Brigham is watching, and we will be, I believe we're going to be, there's a big honk of support from a big rig truck driver there, and that was clearly a honk of support. But ladies and gentlemen, we really do need your donations. This is how we get this work done, reaching the American people with this message. It is just remarkable, just remarkable. Even as we're on this tour, today is day 1 of 20 days. We are moving on. We will be in Lake Havasu City, Arizona tomorrow. So at the end of today, I'll be talking to you later. We're gonna go down the Strip. Looks like they're ready to go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you from Las Vegas Strip in about 45 minutes to an hour. Thank you for tuning in.